Exciting news today. Alina Habba resigns as New Jersey U.S. Attorney after losing in the appeals court in the Third Circuit. So this, according to abcnews.com, after a 3-month battle over the legality of her appointment, Alina Habba resigned from her position as the acting U.S. Attorney for the District of New Jersey. She announced her resignation as U.S. Attorney in a social media post on Monday. She remains serving as the, quote, senior advisor to the Attorney General for U.S. Attorneys. The resignation comes after a protracted legal fight about whether she could serve in that U.S. Attorney role without Senate confirmation. So in August, a federal judge ruled that she was serving in the position, quote, without lawful authority and disqualified her as New Jersey's top federal law enforcement officer. A federal appeals court unanimously upheld that decision last week, and the Justice Department has not appealed that decision. So she was his personal attorney, very unqualified. She represented her husband's parking lot business before she became an attorney for Trump, and he appointed her to this very high position, 90-day appointment, and you had 90 days to get Senate approval. No one in their right mind would appoint this madwoman to that position, so they did some legal finagling and tried to get that extended unconstitutionally, and the court and the appeals court shot right through that. So continuing from ABC News, as a result of the Third Circuit's ruling and the ability to protect the stability and integrity of the office, which I love, she said, I have decided to step down in my role as U.S. Attorney for the District of New Jersey, Habba said in her statement. But do not mistake compliance for surrender. This decision will not weaken the Justice Department and will not weaken me. So anyway, she said, I am saddened to... This from Pam Bondi. Following the Third Circuit's decision disqualifying Alina Habba from performing the duties of the U.S. Attorney for the District of New Jersey, I am saddened to accept Alina's resignation. That was from Pam Bondi. The Justice Department will seek further review of this decision, and we are confident it will be reversed. That's because you're a terrible lawyer, just like Alina. It will not be reversed because the statute says what it says, as I said in a previous video. Anyway, Alina intends to return to the U.S. Attorney's Office for the District of New Jersey if this occurs, which it won't. So, according to the article, despite the rulings, Habba remained in the position after Attorney General Pam Bondi named her, quote, special attorney to the Attorney General, though several judges delayed proceedings to consider the legality of her position. So after representing parking lots, she was appointed U.S. Attorney after serving as a personal defense attorney to Donald Trump in his New York civil fraud case and defamation trials, both of which he lost bigly, and if you remember, he had to pay over $100 million. So last month, a federal appeals court upheld a $1 million penalty against Habba and Trump for bringing a frivolous lawsuit against FBI Director James Comey and Hillary Clinton. So she was fined $1 million for her incompetence. The Trump administration faced growing headwinds over its efforts to install Trump loyalists as top prosecutors in U.S. attorneys' offices across the country, suffering a string of defeats as judges raised concerns they're acting disregarding the law. So last month, the judge threw out both criminal cases against Comey and New York attorney Letitia James after determining that Lindsay Halligan, another incompetent and former insurance lawyer and White House aide with no prosecutorial experience, was unlawfully appointed to lead the Eastern District of Virginia U.S. Attorney's Office. So while Bondi previously said the administration would appeal that ruling, as of Monday, there's been no appeal filed, and last week a grand jury rejected an effort by the administration to revive its case against James, so she's in the clear. And a growing chorus of judges in the Eastern District of Virginia raised concerns that the administration appears to be defying that disqualified Halligan by continuing to include her signature and title on legal filings. It doesn't belong there. She's not legally acting in that position. So on Monday, Attorney General Bondi and Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche issued a joint statement attacking the judges for questioning Halligan's legitimacy in her role and accused them, quote, of engaging in an unconscionable campaign of bias and hostility. Lindsay and our attorneys are simply doing their jobs for advocating for the Department of Justice positions while following guidance from the Office of Legal Counsel. The statement said they do not deserve their reputations to be questioned in court for ethically advancing and advocating on behalf of their client. The Justice Department has no tolerance for undemocratic judicial activism. And as a reminder, they do deserve to have their reputations questioned in court because they've repeatedly lied and made false filings in court, such that the judges have continually had to have drag attorneys and other people who swear on affidavits into the court to make sure that they actually signed and read what they were signing, because they've been proven to be submitting things that were untrue time after time, and then trying to point the finger at other people and deny responsibility to that foe. So that's the news today. Goodbye and good riddance to Alina Habba. Like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and we'll talk again soon.